Hello, welcome to the Spoon Fork Heart Kitchen. สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Siri. In the last 4 video, I doing noodle recipe for you. But in this video, I going to take you to the owner of my noodle recipe, own one. When I start and I have a lot of good noodle recipe, and I gonna put in this video, and you will see a lot of good noodle recipe. I'm gonna start from the older noodle recipe to the newer one, and then you will see how different the cooking noodle, and also you have a lot of good noodle recipe. And I will timestamp each video in the description to will be easy for you to move to one video to the one recipe to another recipe. It will be easy for you. I hope you enjoy this epic noodle video, and I will see you for the new recipe on the next video. Hello, welcome to the Spoon Fork Heart Kitchen. สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Siri. Today I'm gonna show you how to making Thai boat noodle soup, or Thai people call Goi Tiao Ria. Today the ingredient is a lot, at least 30 ingredients for this soup. So I'm not gonna tell you all like now, but I'm gonna tell you every ingredient as when we are cooking. And also I will put all the ingredients below the link. So no worry, you will have every ingredient. And so when I start, I'm gonna start with the beef bone. Okay, I put within the cold water, and then this pandan leaf, half the onion, also the Asian radish. And now I'm gonna let this cook medium about 40 minutes. When we start cooking our broth, so now let's come with all the herb. I'm gonna put all the herb inside the herb bag. So start with the black pepper, coriander seed, 1 stick the cinnamon, not more than this, nutmeg, 3 star anise, some bay leaf, a little clove. Okay, now see, I put everything inside the bag, so easy for when we want to remove. So I put inside the bag. If you don't have the bag like this, just use the cheese cloth and tie it and throw inside the pot. And next, I'm gonna have to blend everything for put inside the soup. So this one a soybean paste. I showed you before how the soybean paste look like in the package. And this bean crust, this one is a new thing, so I'm gonna show you this one for just in case you can find it inside the Asia grocery store. They look like this. Thai people call tau hu yi. Okay, and this one is go inside the ingredient also. Use 1 cube of the bean crust. Okay, next, this one is a Khao allspice. Okay, 3 cloves the garlic, some cilantro. If you have cilantro if you have a cilantro loose, you can put inside too, but I don't have cilantro loose, so I use the cilantro stem and the cilantro. Okay, and here and add a little bit of water for help the blender. It can blend better, so I'm gonna add a little water for to help me for blender can work it better. Okay, and now I'm gonna blend this until liquid. now here we done. I burn it very much you can. Burn it much you can until liquid, so because we have to put inside the soup. Okay, and now this gonna go inside our soup with the garangao. This garangao. Put in here. This one is a new thing too. So this is pickled garlic. So the jar is look like this. This is pickled garlic. You can find inside the Asia grocery store also. But if you don't have this, you just use the fresh garlic. This will be fine too. Okay. And now all this thing is gonna go inside our soup. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be delicious, delicious, delicious. By the way, I would like to say thank you for our fan from the Facebook to request this recipe. If you already watch me from the YouTube, you also can watch me from the Facebook too. Okay, so now I let the broth cook about 35 minutes. Now they getting boiled and start smell so incredible. So now I'm gonna add our seasoning. Here, this is a black soy sauce. Oh, look. This black soy sauce, the seasoning sauce, the Golden Mountain seasoning sauce, and add some little sugar for the extra sweetness. Oyster sauce. Some vinegar. Little bit of salt just to taste. All the time the salt gonna make your food taste even better. So add some little salt. Alright, so let this cook another 30 minutes. Forget all the flavor from the herb coming out from the bone, from the herb, for everything. Okay, so let this cook another 30 minutes and we'll come back and check. And then now another 30 minutes we come back and oh, look at that, and check our broth. I'm gonna give it a try a little bit. Oh, so good. And now we're gonna add the thin soy sauce. You can add this earlier too, but I just want to give them the try so I have an idea how much I need. So, okay. Now when we still wait for our broth continue to cooking, now I'm gonna come and cut all the vegetable. So we're gonna use for the noodle. For the vegetable, I use the Chinese broccoli, but you can use your favorite vegetable too. I give for example, you can use the kale or you can use the cabbage. Okay, and also we're gonna use the cilantro on the top, just a little bit, and give you extra flavor. Okay, and now after we let our broth cook for at least 2 hours, now time to put all the plates together. Okay. In Thailand, they have a bigger noodle basket. It's gonna be easy for you. You can put everything at the same time, but now we have to put 2 different times because I have a small little one. So you're gonna go ahead and put your vegetable first into the bottom. Okay, so now and let them cook. Just 5 seconds. Okay, until you see not too soft, just a little bit. The vegetable change the color. Okay, and then now here we done. Okay, make sure you take all the water out and then put the vegetable onto the bottom. Okay. All right. And now let me turn on this stove also. This is look a lot, I think, a little bit difficult, but it's not gonna be hard. Trust me, it's not hard. Look like a lot of things going on, but when you start making it, It's easy. It's easy. You just throw everything inside the pot, and when you're done, and then just putting everything together. Okay, so now next, our noodle. Today I'm using rice noodle. This is a popular noodle for this soup, for the boat noodle soup. So I'm using the rice noodle. Same thing, just let them cook only 5 seconds. Okay. In Thailand, they're serving inside a little bowl. Sometimes when you go there and eat, you just eat like 5 of them. Okay, and now 5 seconds. Do the same thing with vegetable. Okay, and put on top your vegetable. And now put a little bit. This is a garlic oil. Put a little bit of garlic oil so you know do not all stick together. And come back with our broth. Here now I'm gonna add the meat. Today I'm using beef. You can use the pork also, but I picked the beef today. For 1 serving, you can put what you like. Okay. Also, I have the meatball. This is a homemade meatball. If you want to check how I make the homemade meatball, is go check in the last video. I have every recipe for you. I'm telling you, way better when you make your own meatball. Tastes a lot better. Okay. And next, so beef is not taking long, and meatball they already cooked. We just have to warm them up. So now the meat and meatball is very much ready. Time to add our brush. Time to add the brush. The brush will give you. This is very unique for this noodle, so because they put brush. So I'm gonna use 1 tablespoon for 1 serving. Okay. When you put brush inside, you have to mix it. You have to mix it really quickly. And here we done. That's it. That's it. They cook very fast. And now I'm gonna pour our broth on top. Oh, beef on top. Broth will give you very rich. Okay, so now we really much. Okay, and now we're gonna put our garlic and the frying garlic that I'm making earlier. Some cilantro on top. Oh my goodness, look how it's good. And this is a basil. You can have put a little basil, some white pepper. Here we done our boat noodle. And also this, I would like to recommend you this all the condiment sauce that we have. And in Thailand, they're serving with the crispy pork skin also. They will put on the table, and if you open the bag, they will charge you, but they go good together. Okay, put some vinegar, homemade vinegar, chili, garlic, and chili oil, little bit on top. If you want, you can add a little sriracha sauce on top also. Okay, now I'm gonna mix it up and try a food. Look how, very rich. I can't wait. This just remind me a lot of the street food in Thailand again. Okay, I'm gonna get out my meatball with the full of the boss. Cannot wait. So good. Please give it a try. Please. Not hard. A lot of ingredients, but just put everything in the pot and put everything together. Just it. It's so good. I tell you, better than so good. Okay, if you like the video, if you like my recipe, Please give me a thumb up, subscribe, and you will see me for the next recipe. Thank you. Hello, welcome to the Spoon Fork Heart Kitchen. สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Siri. Today I'm going to show you how to make Vietnamese noodle salad. First, we're gonna marinate our chicken. I use the 1 pound the chicken breast. And for see all the ingredients, don't forget to check my website spoonforkheart.com. I will have all the ingredients for you. And gonna add the 2 tablespoons chopped shallot, 2 tablespoons the lemongrass, chopped lemongrass, and 1 teaspoon the garlic powder, salt and pepper, 1 teaspoon salt and a little bit the pepper. Next, oyster sauce, about 2 tablespoons the oyster sauce, one tablespoon fish sauce, another 2 tablespoons the seasoning soy sauce or your favorite soy sauce, and a little bit of sesame oil, about 1 teaspoon, and vegetable oil, 2 tablespoons. It will be easy when you grill the chicken. And now I'm gonna mix it well together. And now I mix our chicken well. I'm gonna take off my gulp and give it a cover and marinate this about 30 minutes and we come back. While our chicken was marinating, I cut our fresh vegetable. I shredded our cucumber and lettuce, and we have our herb, basil, cilantro, and fresh mint, and also the lime, chili, and garlic. Today for the noodle, I use a rice vermicelli noodle, and for cook this, just follow the direction and you will end up with this rice noodle like this. And now we prepare everything and we can go to the next step. Next, we're gonna make our dressing. So 3 tablespoons fish sauce. Okay, same thing with 3 tablespoons sugar, 10 tablespoons the coconut water, or you can use the regular water. I prepare the coconut water because it adds an aroma from coconut. It tastes a little bit better. And mix it well. You want the sugar to all dissolve. And the chili and garlic. So 1 chili and 2 cups the minced garlic. And for the chili, it's up to you. If you like more spicy, just add more. And now I'm gonna have to continue mix until all sugar dissolve. Now being 30 minutes, our chicken is done. I'm ready to, you can grill this outside like a barbecue, but I'm gonna do the skewer today. Cook on my pan, it will be easy for me. And now, you don't have to add any oil because remember we already put the oil when we marinate. And also for the chicken, I butterfry them. It's very thin. It will be easy for grilling too. I'm not gonna waste this. The leftover, when we marinate, some extra lemongrass and shallot. Now I turn the heat to low so all the chicken not gonna get burned. Oh, I love how this smells. On the medium low heat, take me 2 minutes on each side to cook our chicken. Now we're gonna flip. Look at how nice the color looking. And now in the middle one is done because on the hot spot on my pan. So I'm gonna take in the middle one out, put on the side, and I'm gonna continue finish all the chicken. And now all my chicken done, I'm gonna take it out and put this on the side. Yes, and now we're ready to put everything together. So I'm gonna put our vegetable into the bottom. Here I have the lettuce. I select them. Pick your favorite vegetable. And now same with the cucumber. Put what you like. some herb. For herb you can chopping, but I like to just pick it my hand, so it's big leaf like this. Okay, and put the noodle on top. Put the rice noodle on top. I'm sorry. Put the rice noodle on top. Not a lot. And for the chicken, you can serve the big piece like this, or you can just gonna cut it. For me, I gonna cut it so easy for when we eat. The chicken is smell really good, and look at inside. It's moist. Okay, and now I'm gonna put the chicken into the middle, and as our pickle, daikon and carrot. Okay, and some crushed peanut on the side, fresh lime, and some fried shallot. And don't forget your dressing. Here. And now my favorite time to try this noodle salad. I'm gonna squeeze some fresh lime on top. I love fresh lime. Okay, and also my dressing. Just put mustard you like, and now we're gonna give this a good mix. Mix the noodle and everything together. And now I mix everything well together. Gonna get the piece of chicken and the vegetable here. Noodle and all herb vegetable. Just ready to try this. I love how all the herb together. It's very light and very fresh salad. I love all the fresh herb, and also the pickle, daikon and carrot make another level for this salad, and very light and perfect for the summer. Look like a lot to doing all this, but actually it's very easy. Just pick your favorite meat and favorite vegetable, and you're ready to make this very easy. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, if you like this recipe, please give me a thumb up, subscribe, and you will see me for the next recipe. Bye. Hello, welcome to the Spoon Fork Heart Kitchen. สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Siri. Today I'm going to show you how to make stir fry grass noodle or ผัดวุ้นเส้น And before we start cooking, I want to say thank you for one of our subscriber, Jennifer, to request this recipe, and I really happy to make this because it's one of my favorite. And today I use the 2 green onion. Okay, they're big, very long because it's from my backyard. So, okay, I'm gonna cut it about 2 inch or 1.5 inch. Okay. And the bottom part, I will also cut them half because the top tissue. So okay, and the green onion done. I set this on the side, and next I'm gonna start with the tomato. I use 1 tomato, got a big tomato. Okay, for the tomato I will cut them big chunk. Okay, and I will put the tomato with the green onion. Next, our onion. For the onion, I will use 1/3. I'm just gonna cutting the long side just like this. That's it, and I'm gonna put the green onion on the side. Next, cabbage. Okay, for the cabbage, I will use about 2 cup. Okay, I will cut into the long side. Same when we cut the onion. And I have about 2 cups of the cabbage. Okay, and next I will share the carrot. For this side of the carrot, I will use about half. Okay, and then our shredded carrot done. I'm just gonna put it with our cabbage. And now we're done with all vegetable. And also I have the 3 clove garlic. I already chopped the garlic. And now we're gonna start cooking. I'm gonna put the about 2 tablespoons the cooking oil. And now the oil already hot. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit before I add the garlic. Because we don't want the garlic to be burned. They burn very fast. So 3 clove garlic, 3 clove chopped garlic. Okay, we don't want our garlic to be burned. So make sure you all stir them. Garlic start changing the color and smell really good now. We're gonna add our khao pork. As you can see, I mix rain and a little bit the fat khao pork because it's a base. It's cooked with a little bit of fat for the khao pork. Okay, and be sure to mix the khao pork so they're not getting to the big chunk. So keep stir them. Okay, and now our khao pork is cooked. Next, I'm gonna add some egg. I use 3 eggs. Okay, and I'm gonna beat this egg just a little like this and allow the egg to cook a little bit before we go to the next step. Okay, and now the bottom of the egg start cooking. I'm gonna move. Gonna keep stir this egg a little bit. I want the egg to mix with a little khao pork. So, okay. Alright, and now the egg halfway done. I'm gonna put our noodle now. And today we're using glass noodle, and you have to soak into the water about 30 minutes before you use. And also you can see there's really little bit long. I'm gonna cut half of this glass noodle. Okay, and this is a medium heat, and also when you put the noodle, when the egg halfway done, so all your noodle will cover a little bit of egg. That's will taste very good. Okay, and I'm gonna put the carrot, cabbage, and onion all at the same time. Because all these 3 they take a time for cooking, so that's why I put them all at the same time together. Okay, and now mixing. Okay, and don't worry, there's a lot of vegetables, they will all shrink down, and all the water from vegetable will help the noodle cook even better. Now I'm gonna try to cook our vegetable. Okay, and now the vegetables start to cook. Alright, I'm gonna add the seasoning now. I will put 3 tablespoons our seasoning soy sauce. And give it stir. Make sure all the noodle covered with all this seasoning soy sauce. Next, 2 tablespoons regular soy sauce. This regular soy sauce will add a little darker color into your noodle. Okay. Give it a good mix another second. Next, oyster sauce. I will put 2 tablespoons oyster sauce. Okay, mix. Next, 1.5 tablespoons sugar, just regular white sugar. Okay, and 1.5 teaspoon pepper. I use the 1 teaspoon white pepper, and I use the half teaspoon black pepper, Khao black pepper. Okay, and give everything a good mix again. Next, our last two vegetables is a green onion and beautiful tomato. Add them all. Okay, give this a quick mix because the tomato and the green onion, they cook very fast. This is a lot of stir on this recipe. When you're making this recipe, you make sure you stir them all the time because you want the glass noodle and all the sauce and the vegetable flavor to cook very good all together. Okay, and now we almost done. Only thing we have to do is try our stir-fried glass noodle. But I'm gonna try just a little bit because it's very hot glass noodle. Yes, at this point, if you need more sweet or more salty, just add everything on this plate. Okay, but for me, this is perfect. Now we've done our stir-fried glass noodle. I'm gonna turn this off and reserve it. I already prepped our stir-fried glass noodle and I decorate with a cilantro and a little spring onion on the top. And now I'm ready to try this our glass noodle. Dig it in just in the middle. Wow. Whoop, this is a lot. I will have one tomato also. Wow. All the sauce and vegetable, the vegetable juice and all the sauce cover the noodle. It's make all the favorite food, and this recipe very easy, under 30-minute cooking, and you're gonna end up with a special glass noodle, stir-fried glass noodle. And this recipe a lot enough for 4 people. You're gonna enjoy your dinner or your lunch. Or thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to finish this our stir-fried glass noodle. Thank you again for Jennifer for recommending this recipe. And if you like this video, if you like this recipe, please give me a thumb up, subscribe, and you will see me for the next recipe. Thank you.
Go.
I can't wait to finish. Yeah, I know you want some, but wait until mommy finish and I will share some to you. I can't wait to finish our stir-fried glass noodle. And thank you so much for Jennifer to recommend this recipe. Thank you everybody. Sorry. Thank you everybody. Hello, welcome to the Spoon Fork Heart Kitchen. สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Siri. Today I'm going to show you how to make rice noodle in the gravy sauce or Rad Na. First, we're going to quick marinate our meat. I have the sliced chicken and I have the ground pork. First, we're gonna quick marinate our meat. I have the sliced chicken. I use 4 ounce the sliced chicken. Gonna do just an easy marinade. Just put 1 tablespoon into the chicken and a little bit the cooking wine. Just little bit. Okay, and I gonna just give this our chicken the quick mix them. Yes, and we're gonna set it on the side. Okay, and I use 3 ounce the ground pork, and I gonna use the same seasoning soy sauce. This one I might gonna put just like a little bit, not even 1 tablespoon, because just only 3 ounce the meat, and a little bit the cooking wine. Okay, same thing. Gonna give this just a mix. Okay, I turn on the medium heat and I'm gonna add just a little bit the oil. Okay, just wait about 30 seconds until your oil hot enough. Okay, and now our oil already hot enough. I will add our rice noodle. go in. Okay, and as a black soy sauce, about 1 tablespoon black soy sauce to cover all your rice noodles. I only use 6 ounce for the rice noodle for 1 serving, and now you can see your noodle covered with all the black soy sauce and soft, a little bit soft already. Now I'm gonna move our rice noodle to the plate. Okay, just move them into the serving plate. Okay, and for the same pan, I turn on the low heat and I'm gonna add a little bit more oil. Okay, just a minute, wait until your oil hot. Okay, and I'm gonna add our garlic, chopped garlic. I use 2 cloves chopped garlic. Okay, mix the garlic well. And now our garlic start changing color, give you very good smell. I'm gonna add our soybean paste. This one is Thai soybean paste, so it come out a whole paste like this. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons. Okay, give this a good mix. Okay, and now our soybean and garlic mix well together. We're gonna add our 2 cups of the chicken stock. Now I'm gonna turn up the heat. Let our chicken stock getting boiled. Now our chicken broth already boiled and really smell really good. Now we're gonna add the meat. Okay, we'll be marinate about 10 to 15 minutes. Now I will add all the khao pork. Okay, and now I'm gonna try to separate the khao pork. I want the small pieces. And now I try to separate the khao pork. I want the small pieces. And next, I'm gonna add our chicken. Added all our chicken. Okay. I use 4 out the sliced chicken. I'm gonna allow the chicken and khao pork to cook just for about a minute. And the chicken and khao pork cook very fast inside the chicken stock. So now I'm gonna add our vegetable, but I will add the bottom part first. Today I use the carrot and the Chinese broccoli. And I will save the top part of the Chinese broccoli because they're super easy to cook. Just gonna add the bottom part. Now we're gonna start seasoning our chicken broth, our gravy. So I'm gonna put the 1 tablespoon the oyster sauce. A little bit thick. Okay, 1 tablespoon oyster sauce go in. Okay, and 1 tablespoon the seasoning soy sauce. 1 tablespoon seasoning soy sauce go in. Okay, and I will add the 1 teaspoon sugar, just a regular white sugar, 1 teaspoon. Okay, and I will add a little bit of white pepper. Okay, and now I'm gonna give them the good mix. Okay, and now I'm gonna give our chicken broth quick taste. I will add a little bit more soy sauce. I didn't want to add a lot in the beginning because the soybean paste is already salty and also your meat have already marinated with the soy sauce. Okay, and next I'm gonna add the all vegetable that I have left, the leaf, the Chinese broccoli leaf. Okay, because the leaf is cooked very fast. And now the last ingredient I'm gonna add the cornstarch to give this very thick and turn to be the gravy. I put 3 teaspoons cornstarch, mix it with the water. Okay, and now I'm gonna add them. Mix them and continue stir. Add them little bit at a time and continue stir. Okay, and now your sauce coming thick enough the way you like. I gonna turn off the heat. That's it. That's all we done. Our gravy for the rice noodle. Okay, pour the our gravy on top of our rice noodle. Let me move them. Okay. You can put much that you like. Wow. Wow, that's it all. Now we're done, and I gonna be ready to serve our rice noodle in the gravy sauce. That's it. Now all we done our rice noodle in the gravy sauce. They look so good, so yummy, and also easy to make. Now I'm ready to try this. Okay, and in Thailand, the rice noodle in the gravy very popular, and they also have the like to serving with the condiment sauce like a chili vinegar, and then the chili and sugar. But now I'm gonna add just a little bit of vinegar to put a little bit sour. Okay, just a little bit, and I like spicy, so I'm gonna put a little bit of chili. Alright, and now mix it well together, and I'm ready to dig it in. Okay, now I mix it all well together. Ready to try this. Okay. I want a little bit of everything. Wow. So good. Wow. It's very good. The sauce a little thick. The gravy sauce a little thick, but not too thick. And also, the noodle a little chewy, and vegetable, everything mixed well together. Wow, they're really good. I can't wait to eat it all right now. And another recipe, easy and delicious. I hope you like this video. I hope you like this recipe. If you like video and recipe, please give me a thumb up, subscribe, and you will see me for the next recipe. Thank you. Hello, welcome to the Spoon Fork Heart Kitchen. สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Siri. Today I'm going to show you how to make glass noodle salad or yam woon sen. Springtime coming, that's why I choose this recipe today. It's a glass noodle salad, colorful with all vegetable and all delicious ingredient. First, this is a glass noodle or made from mung bean. We're gonna soak into the water, make it soft before we using. Okay, and also, okay, I will show you the packet that I use. They might call vermicelli noodle, but they make from mung bean and the color clear. So you have to look for it. They're all different. Sometimes you have to really be careful. Okay. And now I'm gonna let the noodle soak for 15 minutes so the hourglass noodle come out soft and clear. Now while we wait for our noodle to soak into the water, we have time to prepare our vegetable. So today I will use a white onion. I will use a half white onion. So I'm just gonna cut it half. Okay, and for the onion, I'm just gonna cut into the thick slice about this size. I use half onion. Okay, half onion. I'm gonna set it on the side. Okay, and next I have it already celery that I already been cut them. I use the top and bottom, even the leaf, and I cut them about this side. Okay, and next I have cherry tomato. This is from my backyard. They look so beautiful. I have a lot in my backyard. For the cherry tomato, I'm gonna cut them to half to open up all the flavor. I love the cherry tomato. They're really sweet. Sometimes I eat them fresh, but they're good for the salad also. and I use them 6 ounce for the cherry tomato. Okay, now my tomato done. Set it on the side also. And next I'm gonna cut the cilantro. Okay, I have a 1 handful cilantro and I'm gonna chop them up. Okay, and now our cilantro done. Okay, set it on the side also. Okay. Okay, and next we still have some vegetable, but for the salad dressing. Okay, and I'm gonna start with the squid audit lamb. Okay, for lamb, I will squeeze it all because I have to use a 6 tablespoons. Okay, and now I think I have about 6 tablespoons or more in here now. So the lamb is done, and now I'm gonna move to the next vegetable for our dressing. Next, cilantro stem. I will use 2 tablespoons and I will thinly slice them because this will go inside our salad dressing. So I'm gonna chop them very small. Okay, I'm gonna put inside the mixing jar or the measuring cup. Next, Thai chili. I use 12 of them, but if this might be too spicy for you, please just cut it down, or if you like spicy you can use all. Same me, I use 12. Yes, this is 12 Thai chili. So okay, put in my measuring cup also with the cilantro stem. Okay, and now I'm gonna mix everything together. I use 6 tablespoons lamb juice, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and next I'm gonna use the fish sauce, and same the ratio for the salad dressing, 6 tablespoons lamb and 6 tablespoons fish sauce. But if you like more sour, you can put more lamb after. Okay, and the last ingredient for our salad dressing, it will be sugar. I will use 4 teaspoons the white sugar. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. And now we're gonna mix our salad dressing until our sugar all dissolved, and taste. If you like more salty or you like more sour, just add your favorite profile. Okay, and now all the sugar all dissolved, I'm gonna give this a quick taste. Let's see, I will need something else a little more. Almost good, but I need a little more sweet, so I'm gonna add another teaspoon the sugar. And I'm gonna add the 1 more tablespoon lamb juice because for me I like a little bit sour. So okay, so just taste your salad dressing and how you like your, and mix again. Okay, and we're ready to the next step. Next, we're gonna start cooking our grass noodle that we've been soaking for 15 minutes. Okay, into the boiling water. Ooh, put it all together. Okay, I use 3.80 ounce for the grass noodle. Alright, not walk away from it because they cook really fast. So just gonna mix them a little bit. Okay, just about 1 minute. Our grass noodle start changing the color to be clear like this one. Okay, now I'm gonna remove and put in the bowl. Okay, if you like the noodle to be shorter, just use the scissors to cut. But I like to eat just like this, so this will be good for me. Okay, and same pan and same water. Next I gonna cook our cow turkey. I use the 8-ounce cow turkey. You can use cow chicken or cow pork. Okay. Okay, and when I cook the cow turkey, I like to add a little bit of salt, just for giving extra flavor to the meat. Okay. Okay, and now when our water coming really boil again and the color of the water is changed, that means our meat is cooked. So when I try to stir and bake the pieces for the meat, so I want a small little pieces for our salad. Okay, now we're gonna remove our turkey. Okay, turn the volume down a little bit. I mean turn it up. They turn it off. Okay, and I'm gonna put on top our noodle. Okay, and now I remove all my cow turkey, and same water, same pan. Okay, and I turn back my stove. Next, I'm gonna add the shrimp. I use large shrimp, 12 shrimp total. Okay, this broth from the turkey will make extra flavor to our shrimp also. Okay, and shrimp cook very fast, so I have to be hurry. Okay, I'm gonna give this a mix a little bit. When the water come to the boil again, our shrimp will be done. Okay, it takes you about 30 to 40 seconds and your shrimp is done. Now we're gonna turn off the stove. You never like to overcook shrimp because we're gonna have to add the salad dressing, so it have lime and the acid will cook the shrimp more, so you don't want to overcook them now. Okay, oh look at how big the shrimp, they look so good. Okay, and now time to mix everything together. I'm gonna start with our cilantro. Okay, our cilantro go in. Our cherry tomato go in. Okay, and some onion. Okay, wow, I hope this not gonna be too small bowl for me. And our celery. Alright, yep, little small, but I will try my best. Okay, and now the very important, our salad dressing. Okay, pour them all on top. Wow, this will be very tasty. Okay, and now I'm gonna mix everything together. Okay, use bigger bowl than me. Okay, I use a little too small for the bowl. Oh, I dropped a shrimp. Yes, I use 2 small bowl because I think this is look pretty on the camera, but they're too little small, so I'm gonna remove to put inside this bowl instead. It will be a lot easier for me to mix. Oh, a little messy, but it's okay, it's all gonna work. Okay, yep, it will be easy for me. Okay, sorry, a little messy, but this will be work. Try to mix everything well together because all the noodle and the salad dressing have to mix well to suck all the flavor. Okay. Okay, and now we're done mixing our glass noodle salad. Okay, look at how nice, and all the noodles soak all the salad dressing. Okay, and now we're ready to paste. So for the side, I have the lettuce, cucumber, and cilantro. Okay, for decorate, right? And the easy way to paste the glass noodle salad to use the tongue. Okay, put the noodle on the bottom. How much do you like for one serving? And then I'm gonna put some shrimp and some vegetable on top. I can't wait to try this. Okay, and now I'm ready to try our glass noodle salad. Oh, look at all this shrimp. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut it half for the shrimp. Okay, and dig it in. How can I get the noodle together? Okay, here. broth. Boop, 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 boop. Mm. 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 The shrimp is very tender. Yes, this is refreshing and easy to make and so refreshing, and this might be difficult when I try it, but trust me, the flavor really good. If you want the full recipe, please go to the spoonforkheart.com and then you find out the full recipe. If you like this video, if you like this recipe, please give me a thumb up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching, and see you for the next recipe. Thank you. Hello, welcome to the Spoon Fork Heart Kitchen. สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Siri. Today I'm going to show you how to make Asian style chicken noodle soup or ก๋วยเตี๋ยวไก่ So let's get started. Today I'm going to use the leftover chicken. Yeah, so I have the leftover chicken from the dinner or from the holiday season, and you have the leftover turkey or leftover chicken. So I have the leftover chicken, and like I said, you can use the turkey meat also. Alright, so we're going to start with the chicken broth. Now I already have the chicken broth put in the pot. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the high heat. Let them a little bit boil. I use a 9 cup of the chicken broth. Okay, but I'm not going to use the chicken right now, so I'm going to set this on the side and we're gonna seasoning our chicken broth. Okay, first I'm going to seasoning them with the preservative cabbage. Inside here they have the cabbage, salt and garlic, and they fermented all together and coming look like this, just like this. Okay, only 3 ingredients. If you remember, I used this thing from another recipe before, so I'm going to use the 2 tablespoons. Okay, they will give you like I mean, if you don't have it, you can skip this one, but if you have it, they make very different from the Asian noodle soup. So I'm gonna put the 2 spoons. And the soy sauce today, I use the shiitake mushroom flavored soy sauce. Like same thing, if you don't have the shiitake mushroom flavored, you can use whatever soy sauce that you have. So I'm going to put the 2 tablespoons. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, and next I'm going to put some salt. I will use the 1 teaspoon salt. 1 teaspoon sea salt. Okay, and just let it simmer for about 5 minutes. Okay, after I let it simmer about 5 minutes, now I'm going to taste our chicken broth. Okay. They're good. Because some of the chicken broth might taste different, some is more salty, some is not salty. After you already taste your chicken broth, how salty, the way that you like. So next, I'm going to add some carrot. Okay, I have 2 small carrot. I have a yellow carrot and the white carrot. Okay, I put it all in. This is gonna be easy and simple chicken noodle soup, the Asian style. Okay, now I'm going to let the carrot cooking in the chicken broth for just a few minutes. So I'm gonna put the lid on, let them simmer all together. Alright, and now we have time to shred our chicken. While our carrot cooking, now I'm gonna come back and shred our chicken. This is a leftover chicken. You can use leftover turkey also. Okay, so because for the holiday season, Thanksgiving, I know every house always have the leftover chicken or leftover turkey. So this is gonna be like nice Asian chicken noodle soup and very easy. And for the noodle in Thailand, we have a lot of recipe for the noodle. A lot of vendor, a lot of little noodle shop. Every corner in Thailand, if you walk over there, street food, restaurant, a little cart, always noodle. You can have a noodle soup, you can have the dry noodle, so many different kind. You cannot even try them all because they're too many. So, and this noodle soup is everybody can make it because it's really good, and also it's nice and easy to make, and you can use the leftover chicken or leftover turkey, and I keep saying that again and again. Okay, so now I'm done shredding our chicken, so we can move on to the next step. All right, let's put this on the side again. All right, and let's check our broth. Okay, still simmer, and now I'm going to remove the little extra foam up here. Okay, I want our broth to be clear and very nice and clear, so they have the little foam here coming up, so I'm going to remove. Okay, and I always keep them the simmer. And also I forget to tell you, when you taste broth, you not go too salty because we're going to add some seasoning later again, so just going little bit lightly salty, so we can add another seasoning again. That's it. We prepare everything. We done making the broth. We have everything ready. And I'm sorry, a little bit the small space over here, so the camera have to moving around a little bit, but I will show you everything. So like now we just have to put everything together. And also this will be nice and easy chicken noodle soup because we use a leftover, so you can use your favorite vegetable or your favorite meat that you have the leftover. Okay, so now I'm going to put everything together. So the vegetable that I have in my house today is a cabbage and the baby spinach. So I cherish the cabbage to be the thinly sliced. Alright, so now I'm gonna cook them a little bit in the hot water. Okay, just much that you like, it's up to you. Okay, just going to cook them for about 30 seconds. Remove all the sting flavor from the cabbage. Okay, for about 30 seconds. When your cabbage change the color, now I can add into the bowl. Okay. Okay. You can use your favorite vegetable. You can use kale, you can use celery, whatever you have in your house. Okay. Okay, and next I'm going to same thing. I'm going to put the baby spinach. You can use much that you like, or you just like the little bit. The spinach really quick and easy too. It's just about like 10 seconds. Okay, and put in the bottom at the bowl too. Okay. Alright, and next I'm going to cook the noodle. You can use your favorite noodles, your rice noodle or whatever noodle that you have in your pantry. Today I use rice noodle. Okay, the one that we make first. Right, and for the noodle, same thing. You can use a little bit or you can use a lot. It's up to you. I use a big handful the rice noodle. Okay, rice noodle going in. This rice noodle doesn't take long at all to cook because they fresh. Okay, and then they will continue cook more inside the hot broth, so it's just about 30 seconds. And now you're done. I'm gonna put on top of our vegetable. Okay, I'm going to make the one bowl at a time, so everything go inside the bowl. And next I'm going to add our garlic in the garlic oil, the crispy garlic in the oil, so your noodles not stick together. Okay, and give you really good flavor too. Okay, so I don't want the noodles to stick together, so I just mixing the oil all around the noodles so they not stick together. And the garlic oil and the crispy garlic, it will make your noodle taste a lot better too. Okay, next our leftover chicken. Okay, I'm going to just warm them up a little bit inside our chicken broth For the chicken, you can use less, or you can use little bit, or you can use more. It's up to you. So I just going to, they already cooked, so just gonna warm them up a little bit inside the broth. Okay, just 30 seconds. Okay, all right, and then go on top of your noodle. Yep, just like this. And now time to put our chicken broth in here. And don't forget you have the sliced carrot inside there too. Whoop. Just put them. Put some carrot too. And for the broth, you can, same thing. This is an easy recipe and you make it at home. You can use less or you can use more. It's up to you. And now we can put our cilantro and the green onion for the topping. Okay, so I have the sliced cilantro and the green onion. Put for the topping. Alright, if you don't like this one, just skip them. I'm going to put the white pepper on top a little bit. Okay, so I'm making Thai style chicken noodle soup, so I'm going to add the Thai condiment. Okay, when you go to Thailand, every noodle shop, you're going to see the Thai condiment is like chili flake, fish sauce, some sugar, sometimes they have the vinegar for you, some peanuts, some lime. Okay, so now I'm going to put everything together and make our noodle taste a lot like a Thai and a lot better. Okay, first I'm going to add 1 tablespoon the fish sauce. Okay, if you don't like fish sauce, you can use the soy sauce or seasoning salt instead. And I will add 1 spoon the chili flakes. If you like more spicy, put more chili. Okay, I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon some sugar, and I have the crushed peanut, so I'm going to add the 2 spoon, or you can add more if you want. Okay, add 2 spoon crushed peanut, and I'm going to add lime. I'm going to add about 3 of this sliced lime. Okay. That's it. After you seasoning, now we're done. Look like a lot of things going on, but trust me, when you make it at home, it's not gonna be looking a lot like this. It will be very nice and easy because you will use whatever you have already in the house to make your favorite the profile that you like. Okay, now I'm going to make the noodle and going to try this boulder noodle. Okay, I'm going to really mix them. Okay, for lime that I use about after I squeeze it, I use about 2 tablespoons. Alright, and now I'm going to taste the broth. Okay, so this is all about all the seasoning, your favorite taste that you like. So now I'm going to taste my broth after I put all the seasoning. I like how spicy and sour. Oh, remind me of the noodle vendor in Thailand again. Okay, finish the broth. That's the way I already like. Now I'm going to eat with the noodle. Okay, wow, it's a big spoon for me now. Nice and warm and hot and perfect for your cold day, and also at home. Put everything together. My favorite profile really remind me about the noodle vendor in Thailand. Okay, now everybody wait for this chicken noodle bowl. Alright, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, if you like this recipe, please give me a thumb up, subscribe, and you will see me for the next recipe. Thank you. Hello, welcome to the Spoon Fork Heart Kitchen. สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Siri. Today I'm going to show you how to make a chicken chow mein or pad mee. Okay, so first we're going to marinate our chicken first. I use 1 piece of the chicken breast, so it's about like 10 out, and then I cut to the bite size, and we're going to start marinate them. Okay, first I use about half teaspoon the baking powder to helping the so the chicken breast not getting too dry. Okay, so then stay moist and tenderize the chicken. Okay, next I'm gonna use a half teaspoon the white pepper, or if you have black pepper you can use a black pepper. I use white pepper. Okay, and next I'm going to use a 1 tablespoon Golden Mountain soy sauce. 1 tablespoon. I like to use the Golden Mountain to marinate the chicken because they kind of thin and light on the color. Alright, and they taste good, of course. And I'm going to use about 1 teaspoon cooking wire. Okay, and I will save a little bit when I'm cooking. And also I'm going to put a little bit of salt. See, just a little bit of salt, and now we're going to give them the good mix. Just mix until the marinade cover all the chicken. Okay, and we're gonna marinate this in refrigerator for about 15 minutes. Alright, so now I already mixed all the sauce cover the chicken, so I'm going to put the cover on and I'm gonna put in refrigerator for about 15 minutes. Okay, while our chicken marinating, so now come back to our noodle we're gonna use today. I use egg noodle. This is an egg noodle. This is a fresh egg noodle, but you have to cook in the hot water for the boiling water for another 20 seconds before we can start stir frying. So this is an extra step, but it will make your noodle is good. So they come in the little packets like this, and they come in the 6 roll, the fresh noodle. For this recipe, I will use 3 of them, 3 roll. And then you have to separate them, so it will cook evenly when you put in the boiled water. So separate them first. And if you cannot find exactly the same noodle, you can use the yakisoba noodle. That will be really good too, but I cannot find the fresh yakisoba noodle. Or you can use the dry egg noodle. Okay, now I separate all our egg noodle. Now I'm going to put in the boiled water just for about 20 seconds. So be very careful. If you cook them too long, your noodle gonna end up with soggy. Okay, so count to 20 and use the chopstick to separate them so they cook evenly. Okay, now being 20 seconds, now we're going to remove them and put in the ice cold water to stop the cooking process. Okay, not overcooked because they still have to stir fry in the sauce and the pan with the vegetable. If you overcook them, they're gonna be soggy. Okay, and now gonna stop the cooking process. Now it's already stopped the cooking process, so I'm going to remove our noodle. Try to remove the extra water. Okay, and I put on top the paper towel so they remove all the extra water. Okay. And good thing about this noodle that I buy, you can put in the freezer. You can buy them extra because they're good for a lot of recipe. They can good for crispy noodle or some noodle soup, so you can buy them extra if you find them, and then you can put them in the freezer, and when you're ready to use, you just take them out. It takes you about 30 minutes and then they're ready to use. So it's really good. Okay, now we're going to set this noodle on the side until we're ready to use this. For the chicken chow mein, I only be another noodle recipe that I make at home and for dinner, is because it will be easy. Take you about 30 minutes to make this recipe. Okay, and next step we're going to make our sauce for our chow mein. Okay, so I'm going to use the 2 tablespoons the oyster sauce. 2 tablespoons oyster sauce. Go in. Okay, and 2 tablespoons soy sauce. 2 tablespoons soy sauce go in. Okay, and next I'm going to add another 2 tablespoons the mushroom flavored soy sauce. Another 2 tablespoons. Very easy, so I put 2. Alright. Okay, so now just going to mix well and then just set it on the side. And okay, so our chicken ready, our noodle ready, and the sauce ready. Now we're going to get start cooking. Okay, so our chicken be marinated for 15 minutes. Okay, and now I'm going to put the about 2 tablespoons the cooking oil. Okay. And I'm gonna wait just a little bit until the wok is hot enough before I add the chicken. Okay, and now our oil hot enough, so I'm going to add our chicken. Okay. Wow. The chicken smells good already by themselves, just 10 seconds after we put the chicken in. Okay, so now our chicken done cooking, so I'm going to remove the chicken and set the chicken on the side so we can move on to the next step. Look at how tender the chicken, you already can see with your eye because you marinate. Oh my goodness. Alright. Okay, in the same wok, I turn on the high heat and I'm gonna add another 2 tablespoons cooking oil. Alright, and just wait about 10 seconds until your oil hot enough before I add the garlic and ginger. Okay, now my oil hot enough, so I put the 4 cups the garlic and then the 2 teaspoons the chopped ginger. Okay, so we like the ginger and the garlic flavor, so we put 4 cups the garlic and then we chop into the big chunk. Same thing with the ginger, we like the flavor. So alright, and now the garlic and ginger start cooking, so now we're going to add the vegetable. Okay, ginger and garlic already cooked. Okay, now we're going to add the vegetable. I use 1 small carrot. Okay, and the bok choy, I cut the top of the bok choy and the bottom, the bok choy separate. So I put the bottom part first. Hello, welcome to the Spoon Fork Heart Kitchen. สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Siri. Today I'm going to show you how to make the chicken noodle soup using the leftover chicken or ก๋วยเตี๋ยวไก่ This is will be easy recipe for the weekday. So today I use a leftover. So I use a leftover rotisserie chicken. Okay. I know a lot of you guys only have some leftover chicken, and when I go to the store, sometimes I cannot pass on this chicken because they're very good price. So today it will be quick and easy for the noodle soup. Okay, so it's gonna be easy for the weekday recipe. So I have this veggies I already cut, but I didn't cut the daikon yet because I just want to show you. This is I use the daikon for I'm gonna put inside my soup too. So just gonna cut the top off, and I just going to peel them, and I'm gonna cut them to the small chunk because I didn't want it to cook the noodle all day. This will be the easy weekday recipe, so it will be quick and easy. So I'm gonna just show you. I'm gonna cut small pieces the daikon. Okay, now if you plan to make the soup like all day or 4 or 5 hour soup, you can cut in the big chunk. But this is we not plan to do it all day soup, so I just gonna cut them a little bit thin, like a 1/4 inch thick. Okay, so now I cut the daikon and put back into my plate, and we're gonna move to the stove, and then we're gonna put everything to our pot. Okay, first I'm going to put our leftover chicken. Put everything inside the pot. For the chicken, I even save the bone. For the chicken, we not plan to cook them long time. We just gonna don't forget all this too, all this gelatin, all this favorite food. So for the chicken, we not plan to cook them long time because the chicken already cooked. But we just want to warm them. We just to make sure they hot. So I'm going to make sure they're cooking and they warm up, and then I'm gonna remove the chicken. But right now, just let them warm inside the hot water. Okay, and next we're going to add the half onion. Just cut half, and then the half daikon, and we already cut to the pieces. Okay, we're gonna add all inside our broth, and also the 4 cloves the garlic. And I cut about 3 inch long the cilantro stem. I cut about 20 pieces of the cilantro stem. Okay, and now we're going to add the seasoning into our broth. So this is be quick and easy noodle recipe. So today I'm going to use the chicken favorite bouillon. I'm gonna add the 2 teaspoons into our broth. Okay, this one is a little bit salty, so be careful when you use them. Okay, 2 teaspoons. And next I'm going to add the sugar. I will use 1 teaspoon sugar. Okay. And I will add the 1 teaspoon salt. 1 teaspoon salt. Okay. Okay, next I'm going to add fish sauce. I will use 2 tablespoons fish sauce. 1, 2, and also we're going to put some soy sauce. So I'm gonna use the seasoning soy sauce. I use 2 tablespoons soy sauce also. 1. Okay, 2 soy sauce. All right. And next in the Thai noodle recipe, only like to add the preserved cabbage. Okay, it's a preserved cabbage. It adds a little bit of salty and umami flavor. In Thai noodle soup, we always add this. So I'm gonna put the 1 tablespoon. I try to get 1 tablespoon. Okay, 1 tablespoon. Okay, and now we're still missing some black pepper. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to add the black pepper. So I use the whole peppercorn. I'm gonna use 2 teaspoons peppercorn. If you want to put everything in the herb bag, you can, but I just gonna put everything there, and I just going to scoop it out when it's done. So now we're going to wait for the broth. It's getting to broil. So before I remove our chicken. Okay, and now our broth start getting boiled. I put a medium heat. I don't want to put the high heat because I don't want all the broth is go. I want a clear broth, so I'm doing medium heat. Okay, and now we're going to remove the chicken. Okay, this is a lot of chicken left, so I have to be careful to remove the chicken. Okay. Yeah, be careful. Alright, so and then now we're gonna put in the strainers over here to remove the extra water. And now we're gonna continue cook the veggies until everything getting a little bit softer, maybe another half an hour. Alright, so I'm gonna put the cover on and turn the heat to a little bit low heat. Okay, while we wait for our broth cooking, so we have time to prepare our vegetable. I have time to cut bok choy, prepare the spinach and the cabbage. I separate the bok choy stem over here, and also you have to boil the water too to get ready to when you put everything together. And now I'm going to cut the chicken. Okay, so now the chicken have a time to cool up enough, so I'm gonna use just my hand to grab the chicken. And now we're just going to cut the chicken, just separate the meat from the bone, so it will be easy for you when you going to use them. Okay, some people might like chicken breast or chicken thigh, it depends. So okay, so now I'm just gonna cut them. Okay, so for the chicken breast, I'm just going to use my hand to pull the chicken like this. In Thailand, we call gai cheek. We call kway tiao gai cheek if we use for the noodle. So I'm just gonna use my hand to pull the chicken breast. Okay. Okay, and then now I think this will be enough chicken meat for me right now. If I need more, we can do more. Okay, so now our broth and our boiling water and everything ready, and we're going to start to put everything together. Okay, and now our broth is ready, so now we just have to put everything together. Look like a lot of things going on here, but actually it's very easy. You just have to put everything together. So we have all veggies already cut, so now I'm going to branch them. I'm going to start with the bottom of the bok choy stem and the cabbage together. The veggie is your choice. You can put more or you can put less, or you can use different veggies, your favorite veggies. If you have the bean sprout, you can use bean sprout. But this is an easy weekday, like I already say. So I just use whatever I have in the refrigerator. So I have the bok choy already, and I have the cabbage already. So for the maybe for the cabbage and for the bottom bok choy might take a little bit longer than the top part, so I'm just gonna go maybe 20 seconds. Okay. Okay, and then when the color start changing, I'm gonna put in the bowl. Okay, remove all water and put the bottom of the bowl. Okay, and next veggies, I have the bok choy. This is the top part, the bok choy and the spinach. Okay, for this two, it's very easy to cook, so I'm just gonna do like 1, 2, 3. That's it. Okay. All right, and next gonna be the noodle. Let me put this on top another veggie first. Okay, I use a fresh noodle. If you use the dry one, you have to soak them into the water first. This is gonna be a little bit hard to pull them out. It's gonna be a little messy here. Okay, noodle. Okay, and I'm just gonna cook the noodle about 10 seconds. Okay. Alright. For the noodle, you can put more if you like more. Okay. So 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. And I'm gonna put the noodle on top of all the veggies. Okay. Okay, because the noodle is gonna cook a little bit more because you have to add a hot broth on top, so the noodle gonna have to absorb more broth, so you not want to cook them overcook or cook them too long. Okay, so next I'm going to put the chicken on top. Okay, for the meat, it's your choice. You can put less or more, is up to you. And now we're gonna put the nice broth into our noodle soup. And also for the broth, you have to taste first. Okay, the way you like the favorite. I'm gonna have to remove the I have to remove the black pepper. Okay, and now we just have to put our condiment and topping, some lime, some garlic, some white pepper. Taste your broth. If you want more sweet, salty, you can just add on to your broth, okay? And this is gonna be just a classic, so if you like spicy, we can add on the top. So okay, now I'm going to put the topping with the cilantro, chopping cilantro, and some green onion on top. Okay, chopping cilantro and green onion. Okay, and I'm gonna add some chili. We have the fermented chili paste. We have some garlic, and then we have some chili powder, and we have the hoisin sauce, fish sauce, white pepper. This all your option. It's the same thing when you go to Thailand street food. We always have a lot of condiment sauce, so this is all your option. Okay. Okay, I have some white pepper, some garlic, some chili, and some the hoisin sauce. Now we're gonna add some lime into it. Squeeze a little bit of lime inside here. Okay, and now we're gonna give my noodle a good mix. Okay, you can add some more broth into it. It's up to your choice. Okay, let me give them a good mix first. Okay. And now I'm ready to taste our noodle. Okay. Let's taste with just the broth first, okay? Oh my goodness. It's good. And now I'm going to put everything into my spoon. Oh my goodness. This is so good and so easy. It's just such a big bite for me. It's really, really good. All the chicken flavor and all the sauce that you put in, plus condiment. The fried garlic really, really give a good flavor, plus the white pepper, little bit of lime. This is easy recipe for your weekday, and just use whatever you have in the refrigerator or in your pantry. I hope you like this video. I hope you like this recipe. Please, thank you so much for watching, and please, if you like the video, give me a thumb up, subscribe, and you will see me for the next recipe. Thank you. Hello, welcome to the Spoon Fork Heart Kitchen. สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Siri. Today I'm going to show you the Thai style noodle with the gravy sauce on top, or you guys might know the name by Rad Na. Okay, and today I use two different protein. I use the shrimp. I use one shrimp, so I don't have to marinate the shrimp. And I use also sliced pork. I use the pork loin, so we're gonna give it the quick marinade. I'm just gonna use one egg. Just gonna crack one egg into our pork. Alright, and next I'm going to use about half teaspoon the sesame oil. Just a little bit to give a sesame oil flavor, and I'm going to use about 1 tablespoon the seasoning soy sauce. Okay, about 1 tablespoon, and I'm gonna give our pork in a good mix. Just give them the mix and just give them a marinade, just at least 15 or 30 minutes if you have a time. And this will be a quick and easy for your weekday recipe too. Okay, so I washing my hand. I done with the protein, so I gonna set them on the side. And now we can move on to our next ingredient, which is the noodle. We use a rice noodle today. Today I use a thin rice noodle. It comes in the packet dry like this. Okay, alright, so we're going to use about 2 tablespoons the black soy sauce. Oh, forget to tell you, for the dry noodles, it have the instruction to tell you how to use them. But this one just you put in the, this is a new bottle, take forever. Okay, I need 2 tablespoons. So you just soak your rice noodle in the cold water for about like 4 minutes. Depend, and then when they're gonna start to soft enough for you to work on them. Okay, so this is the first tablespoon. I will use about 2 tablespoons. This is kind of like a very thick black soy sauce and also new bottle. I have to work on it a little bit. Okay, so now 2 tablespoons. Okay, and you're going to, if you're doing this way, it's easier when you cook them. So you're just gonna have to mix them with your hand. Make sure all the soy sauce getting to all your noodle. Okay, this is soft because you soak in the water already. About 4 to 5 minutes. Alright, so I forget to tell you in the beginning, you six out the dry thin rice noodle. Okay, and we mix it with the black soy sauce already. And now we're gonna have to cook the noodle a little bit, but then not really cook long time, just enough to char and to making the wok favorite. Okay, the smoky favorite from the wok. So I put about 2 tablespoons the cooking oil. I'm gonna wait until the oil hot enough and the wok get hot enough, and then we're gonna put the noodle. Right, when you see the smoke coming out, okay, now you add the noodle. Yes, the reason that you make the soy sauce first, so a lot easier. If you mix them inside the wok, sometimes it's gonna break all the noodle because it has for the soy sauce and noodle to mix together. So better you mix the soy sauce first. This is another key. And now you're going to cook in the high heat. Let the noodle have the wok flavor, have the char flavor. Okay, and just stir them just about couple times. Okay, and now the noodle cook in the high heat about 30 to 40 seconds. Alright, so now I'm going to move all the noodle to the same bowl before. Alright. Look at this. Okay. Okay, in the same wok, I remove all the noodle already on the and set them on the side. Okay, so next we're gonna start cooking our sauce. Okay, I'm gonna put about 2 tablespoons the cooking oil. I'm gonna low heat. Just put on the low heat for now because we're going to cook the garlic. So I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons oil. Okay, now low heat. I put the 4 cloves of garlic that I already chopped. 4 cloves garlic. Okay, you have to cook the garlic until the smell really good. Okay. Alright, and this recipe already requesting a lot from our subscriber. Even I already do. This is be the third time, the third recipe that I do Rad Na. Alright, and now in the low heat, your garlic already changing color and smell really good. And now, so I'm going to add our first protein, is the pork that we marinated earlier. Okay, for 15 minutes. And now I'm gonna hide it. I'm gonna put the heat on to high to cook our pork. Okay, give them the mix. Okay, in the high heat. Okay, and I already said this is the third time that I do Rad Na recipe. So the first time I do is episode 44. So it's long time ago. I do it with a thick crispy noodle. I do with the crispy noodle. I will put the link up there so you can go click and check it out, the recipe, because they're totally different. And the second time I doing is episode 199. This is a long time ago too. I do with the thick noodle, so that's why this time I do with the small noodle, because last time I do with the big thick noodle. Okay, I'm just going to make sure all the pork a little bit cooked. Alright, and now we can add on to the next ingredient. Okay, and now the pork is a 50% cooking. We can add a next ingredient. I'm going to use 3 tablespoons. This is a Thai soybean paste. I'm gonna use 3 tablespoons. Okay, let me lower the heat to medium now, so everything not burn, because this pork getting hot really fast. Okay, so I use 3 tablespoons the soybean paste. Okay, give them a mix. Okay. Okay, turn back on the heat. Okay, give them the good mix. You want your soybean paste to cooking on the heat and make them like have the very good taste, better taste and better the smell. Okay, and now I have a carrot. So I'm going to use I use the 3-ounce carrots and then cut them to the bite size, whatever size that you like. Okay, I'm just gonna give the carrot a mix, just a 1 minute mix before I add the next vegetable. And next vegetable I use today is a Chinese broccoli. I'm gonna put the stem first. Okay, the Chinese broccoli, I just put the stem because the carrot and the Chinese broccoli stem, it will cook longer than the leaf. For the vegetable, you can use different veggies. You can use the normal broccoli, you can use the baby corn, whatever the vegetable that you already have in your refrigerator, your favorite veggies. Okay, after you keep the carrot and the Chinese broccoli stem cooking just for a couple minutes, now you can add the leaf. Okay, and I'm going to add the leaf now. And now I'm going to mix and we can add all the seasoning too. Okay, I'm just going to give them the quick mix. Okay, and now we can add our seasoning. Okay, today I'm going to seasoning with the oyster sauce. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons oyster sauce. Okay. Very big tablespoon. Okay, 1 and 2. So I use 2 tablespoons oyster sauce, and I'm going to use the 3 tablespoons the seasoning soy sauce. 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, and 3. And next I'm going to use the 1 tablespoon the vinegar, just a normal the white vinegar, and also 2 teaspoons sugar. Okay, and next it's gonna be 1 teaspoon white pepper. All right, I'm gonna give everything a good mix. Okay, before I add the next ingredient. Okay, so now I'm stir fry everything for about like 3 minutes. And sometimes when you work with the wok, the temperature, sometimes you have to really know how to, sometimes a low heat and a high heat and medium heat, it just depends. Okay, so next I'm going to add our chicken stock. I have a 3 cup chicken stock. Okay, like now when I add chicken stock, I can turn on the high heat because I want the everything to come to be boil again. Okay, and now everything start getting come to a boil, so I'm gonna remove a little bit of foam up here. This is another of my favorite tool in the kitchen. Easy to use, easy for me to remove the extra foam here that we not need them. Alright, so remove the extra foam, and next we're gonna add another protein. I have a 10 large shrimp. For the shrimp, it's up to you. You can use less or you can use more, or you not want to use the shrimp, it's all up to you. Okay, for the protein, it's all your choice. And now I'm gonna just let the shrimp cook for a couple minutes because the shrimp is cooked very fast, and then we can taste. Okay, and now when the shrimp already cooking, you can taste a flavor of the gravy. Okay, if you need more salty, more sugar, you can add it on this time. Okay, to make our gravy getting thicker, I use the cornstarch. So I use the 2 tablespoons cornstarch and mix with the half a cup of water. And I'm going to add the celery and I'm going to mix them too, so the cornstarch not getting rum. Okay, so you have to pour slow and part you have to mix them. For the thickness, it's up to you. You like them thicker or you like them just a little bit thick, or you want them to making really thick. It's all up to you. Okay, and now when our cornstarch, put all the cornstarch and getting already thick, the consistency that you like, now we're done for the gravy. We just have to put the gravy sauce on top of the noodle and we're ready to eat. Okay, it's gonna be so good. I can't wait. Okay, let's just put it here so I can show you to put on top of our noodle. Okay, for the noodle, it's just you can put much that you like, whatever how much that you like. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna using about this much, and then I'm gonna pour the sauce. Look at this. For the veggie you can change, for the protein you can change for your favorite protein. Okay, you can use chicken, you can use beef. Okay, you can use different veggies, and the sauce too, you can use much that you like. How thick that you like is all up to you when you make it at home. Okay, I think this is good. I'm ready to try it, but for my personal, I like to add the condiments. I like to add more, a little spicy chili and some more sour, and let me them give them a mix. You can, in Thailand, sometimes we add the chili powder, whatever condiment that you like, some more vinegar. Okay, you just have to mix, make sure you mix everything. All right, now I'm going to put some noodle on the spoon. They're still very hot. I'm gonna put a noodle on the spoon. And I'm just gonna put some pork and veggies. I love them. This is another my favorite food. And this one is easy and you will love them. It's salt, the gravy getting salty, sweet, a little bit spicy from the white pepper, and have a little bit the vinegar. Okay, she want to come join me. Okay, so there will be another easy recipe for your weekday, and also don't forget to go back and check the episode 44 and episode 199. So I will put the link for you, and you can let me know in the comment below which one did you like the best. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, if you like this recipe, please give me a thumb up, subscribe, and you will see me for the next recipe. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, welcome to the Spoon Fork Heart Kitchen. สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Siri. Today I'm going to show you how to make a very famous Northern curry soup or khao soi. Another famous Northern curry recipe, khao soi. I have a chance to eat the authentic khao soi when I go to Chiang Mai. If you follow me, you will know I go to Chiang Mai, and even the last recipe I make the Chiang Mai recipe. So today we're going to start everything from the stove because I get everything ready over there. Okay, in the medium low heat, I use a big pot today because we're going to make the little bit extra for this soup because they're really good. Okay, now the pot start getting warm. Not have to wait until they're too hot because they will be cooked in the low heat with the curry. I add the 1 tablespoon the coconut oil. Okay, I just going to the coconut oil is like get a little bit hard because it's cold, so just gonna wet coconut until the coconut all melted. Okay, forget to tell you, I have my little chef help me again today, but if you follow me, she's always gonna be on and off on my video, but I let her stay in the kitchen because that's what she like to do. Follow me. Okay, so all the coconut oil, this is all I'm going to add the 5 ounce red curry paste. Okay, add them. It's not have to be hot, not have to be hot. It still be the medium low heat, and I'm going to stir them and make sure all the curry is cooking on the heat until they have a little good smell before we add the coconut milk. So next I'm going to add the curry powder. I use 1 tablespoon the curry powder. Okay, curry powder cook inside here. It will give it really good smell, and be careful with your heat. When they start getting too hot, just put the heat low. Okay, and then I have the 1 tablespoon fermented soybean powder. And don't worry about all the recipe. I can put the link below for you guys. Maybe if you guys cannot find some recipe, I will put the link below how you can find them. Okay, and next gonna be turmeric powder. I will use 1 teaspoon turmeric powder. This one will help with the color. Okay, it will be bright yellow. Okay. Alright, and now you just cook everything another minute. Make sure all your curry smell good. And I'm going to add a little bit of coconut milk. Okay, coconut milk, not add all, just add a little bit. Okay, add a little bit of coconut milk. I will use 2 cans coconut milk today, but we're gonna add a little bit at a time. And I'm going to cook the curry and coconut milk until they evaporate extra oil, all the oil separate. So I'm going to cook them slowly. This step will take a little bit of time, but please keep stirring them because otherwise it's going to burn the curry. If you're feeling they're too dry, you can add a little bit the coconut milk, a little bit at a time. Okay, and continue cook until you see the oil. I'm not there yet. Okay, this only about few minutes. I still maybe need another few more minutes. Now as you can look closer, you can see all the oil already start separate. I will add more the coconut milk like now. Okay, that means the curry is cooked and smell really good already. Okay, so I'm going to add more coconut milk. Okay. Now add more coconut milk inside. Okay, and all of them, 2 cans I have. Okay, I use 2 cans the coconut milk. Give them the stir. Oh, look at how creamy, and then the curry smell really good. Okay, and then I have 3 cups of the water, so I'm going to add the 3 cups of the water. Now I'm going to turn the heat high. Okay, and now I'm going to start add our protein. So today I use chicken. You can use beef if you wanted to, or you can use the chicken thigh or whatever your favorite, beef or chicken. Okay, so I use the chicken leg today. I use 2 pound chicken leg. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 8 the chicken leg. Okay, 2 pound, about 2 pound or 8 chicken leg. Okay, now I'm going to cover and let them cook. Okay, I wash my hands, so now I'm going to put the cover on, and in the medium heat I'm going to let them cook for about 25 minutes, and we come back and check it together. And at the meantime, while we wait for our chicken cooking, we can prepare because the khao soi have a lot of side to eat with, so we can prepare our side. Okay, sorry, I forget one thing. I forget to add salt. Okay, I use 2 teaspoons salt. Okay, I'm gonna open this again and add salt. and I'm going to give them the little mix. Make sure all the salt, the salt and all the salt in here. All right, just make sure I mix a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna put the cover back on. Okay, and let them cook. While we're waiting for our chicken cooking, now we have time to prep the side. So because the khao soi have a lot of side to eat with, so first I'm going to cut the cilantro and onion. For cilantro and onion, the green onion, whatever how much that you like, but I will use a big handful, and then I will chop them small together. For the green onion, I only use the green part. I save the bottom part for something else. All right, so just keep them, chop them all. Okay, so cilantro and green onion done. I will set them on the side. Okay. Next, red onion. Okay, I'm going to select the red onion. You can use shallot if you wanted to. Just select them. Okay, so now the red onion done. I will put them together with our cilantro and the green onion. And also we have lamb. Okay, fresh lamb. Okay, just gonna cut it to be ready to use. Okay, this I like to cut mine. You can cut like smaller than this if you wanted to. Okay, but this is good size for me. Okay, set it on the side. Okay, and this my favorite side, pickle mustard skin. Okay, so they're coming in the bag like this. If you already used them before, I'm going to use water to let them out a little bit, to clean them out a little bit. Okay. Before we cut them, to just remove some extra salt. Okay, and then we're going to slice them the same thing. We use everything. We can eat everything. Oh, I love this. This pickle mustard skin, they can cook. They can do a lot. If you never try them, if you can find them, please, you have to try it. You can stir fry them. You can eat with khao kha mu or your side. They can cook a lot. Okay, so I'm just going to slice them. Pickle mustard green done cutting. Wow, this is a lot. This is a lot. And when you pepping, meanwhile when you pepping, please don't forget to turn around and look at your curry soup too, because sometimes they might get boiling and come to the top, so you can just lowering the heat and let them still cooking, but keep your eye on them too. Okay, next pepping for the topping is like egg noodle. I use the fresh egg noodle. If you cannot find them, the dry one is okay too. Here, the fresh egg noodle. I use the little bit fat one. You can use the smaller one too. It's totally up to you for this one. Okay, but this we're going to have to fry them and make them crispy, and also we have to boil them and make them soft, to cook them. So we're gonna have to do this on the stove. First, I'm going to make the crispy noodle. Okay, so I'm going to add the oil for frying. I'm gonna add a little bit extra. It will be easier when you fry the noodle. Okay, and now I check my oil. They start getting hot because you see all the bubble come to the chopstick. All right, so now we're going to start fry our egg noodle. Okay, just have to separate them a little bit. Okay, and now start fry them. Oh. Like this. Okay. It will get crispy really fast. Okay. Okay, when you see the color start changing and you seeing all the bubble, it start getting no more bubble, that means that your noodle is ready. Okay. It's not take long time. It's just like 1 minute. Okay. You should have to look, because sometimes depend how you thicken noodle and how the oil you put, how much oil that you put. Okay, I'm gonna fry them some more. Okay, and do the same thing. Okay. And if you not finish them, you can put in the Ziploc bag, seal them, and they can stay for a week. Okay, so I fry the noodle like this for 4 times. Be careful not overcook them because it can turn to be bitter if you overcook them. When the color change and when the bubble gone, that's it, it's done, because the color it will be darker when you bring it out. Okay, so next I'm gonna turn off the heat and I'm going to remove the oil because for the same pan I'm going to cook the chili. And the same pan I'm going to turn on the low heat. Okay, and I'm going to add some fat, some pork fat. You can only use the vegetable oil if you like to, but I save some large when I cooking with the pork. So this I like to use them sometimes for cooking. Okay, I will add about 2 tablespoons, and I'm going to put the chili. This I grind the chili, so sometimes it still have the big pieces because I grind it myself. Okay, so I'm gonna cook the chili all inside there. Okay, same pan, low heat. Be careful, low heat, because they getting burned very easy. Okay, cook the chili until the color change to be dark brown and give you very good smell. I mean, you might cough because for the chili. Okay, so you have to be really careful because the pan already hot and then the oil getting hot very fast, so they turn to be dark brown very quick. So you have to be careful, but I'm going to let them cook a little more until it giving like strong chili smell, so it can be like smoky flavor. Okay, and now the chili very dark brown and give me very good smell like smoky flavor. I'm going to turn off the heat. Okay, set it on the side. Okay, now only one more thing that we have to do. Yeah, you like it? One more thing we have to do is cook our noodle. Alright, set it on the side. Smells so good. That's why this soup be really famous, because everything, all the ingredients, they're already so good. Okay, before I cook the noodle, now be already 30 minutes, so I'm going to come and check our curry soup. Oh, look at this, how good it is. Okay, so now we're going to the chicken already cooked, so I'm going to give them a little bit of taste, so I know how already salty, because we already add salt, and then in the curry already have salt too, so I'm going to give them a taste first. They're already a little bit salty, but they still need more seasoning. So I'm going to turn the heat to medium, and now I'm going to add the 1.5 tablespoon palm sugar. Okay, the palm sugar go in. The chicken already cooked, but we want them to cook more until they're very soft. Okay, and I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon the soy sauce. Just a seasoning soy sauce. Okay, 1 tablespoon. And we're going to add about 1 tablespoon the fish sauce. Remember, they're already salty, so just add a little bit of everything first, and then you just give them the taste. Okay, and now wait for the sugar dissolve so we can give them a taste. Okay, let me mix them. Look at this. Okay, give them a good mix, and next I'm going to add the black soy sauce, about 2 tablespoons black soy sauce, to give him a nice color, and the caramel rice. 1. Okay, 2 tablespoons. Okay, give them the mix, and you can see the color start getting a little bit darker. You want a little bit more darker than this, you can add more. Okay, and now I'm going to give them the taste one more time. You just have to taste and taste what the flavor you have before it. Okay. I liked it. I like this already. So salty, and you will, when we eat, we will add some more chili, lamb, or a lot of toppings. So right now I'm going to put the cover back on and let them cook another 20 minutes. So now I have time to cook the noodle. I know this is a lot of step to doing, but when you're done, you will love it. Okay, and now our water start getting boiled. I'm gonna add just a little bit of oil. Okay, and now I'm going to separate the noodle. Same thing that we're doing before.
How?
So we separate like this, baby. Just try to remove the extra flour from the noodle. Okay, yeah, separate them.
Why?
Okay, and now I'm going to put the noodle in the boiled water.
Me too.
Okay, yes, you too. Okay. Yeah. I have some little chef help me again. She will be on and off. Okay, we will cook the noodle 1 or 2 minutes. Depend the how the direction that they give it to you on the package, because you might use different noodle than I use. Okay, so this one it will take about one or 2 minutes. Okay, I let the noodle cook for 2 minutes. Now I'm going to remove them, put inside the bowl. Okay, don't overcook your noodle, because you have to put the soup, the hot soup on top. If you overcook them, the noodle gonna be too mushy. Okay. Okay, put on the side. For the noodle, it just depends how much you like to either put a lot of noodle in one bowl of soup, or you want to just put a little bit of noodle. It's all up to you. Okay, and then when you remove the noodle, I'm going to add a little bit more oil on top, so the noodle is not all stick together. Just a little bit. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm gonna cook one more batch of the noodle in the same pan. Okay. Look, my baby help me. Okay, I finished the last batch to cook the noodle, to boil our noodle, and now I let them cook for almost 50 minutes. Oh, look at this. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, and I'm going to give them the last check out for my chicken. Wow, look at this. Yep, they soft, they very soft, so this is done. So now all we have to do, we're going to have to put everything together. I'm so excited about it. Excited to put everything together. Look at this, still boiled. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is gonna be really good. I know take a lot of paperwork and time, but trust me, when it's done, you really gonna love this. Okay, so now we're going to put the noodle on the bottom. For the noodle, it's up to you how much you want them to be. Okay, and now we're going to put the curry or hot. Okay, look at this chicken. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna put chicken here and put the broth, put the curry soup. Okay, nice and thick and creamy. Oh, can't wait. I can't wait. Okay. And next I'm going to add the onion, the red onion, and some pickle mustard skin. Okay, this everything like it's up to you if you like a little bit or you like more. Everything is totally up to you now. And then I'm going to add some crispy noodle. Of course, they're gonna have some soft noodle, some crispy noodle. I'm gonna add like a lot on the top over here. Crispy noodle. Okay, and then some lamb and chili and cilantro. Some lamb over here. Okay, and a little chili. If you don't like spicy, be careful with this, because they can be very spicy for you. And the last thing, green onion and cilantro. Oh, a lot over here. I like them. Okay, that's it. Now we're done. I can't wait to eat this khao soi soup. Curry khao soi soup. Very famous for authentic northern curry soup. and I'm ready to try this. Okay, and now I'm going to squeeze the lamb on the top. Wow. And I'm going to mix everything together. Wow. Okay, now I'm going to ready to try. Look at the chicken. How soft it is. It just come up from the drumstick. Okay. Just some noodle. Ooh. And then some chicken. Oh. Wow, it's really good. Remind me of the Chiang Mai, the when we have them over there. Oh my goodness. Another bite. They have a little bit of sweet, sour from the lamb, refreshing and spicy and salty. Everything mixed and go good together, and all the side. I know it takes a little bit of time to make the khao soi, but when you make it and when you try it, you will love it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video. I hope you like this recipe. If you like them, please give me a thumb up, subscribe, and you will see me for the next recipe. Thank you. Hello, welcome to the Spoon Fork Heart Kitchen. สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Siri. Today I going to show you how to make an authentic Thai rice noodle recipe. Very famous in Thailand, but I'm not sure how I can substitute to the English word, but it will be delicious. Before I show you how to make this delicious recipe, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay, so in Thailand we call mee cook. It is a thin rice noodle. It's a thin kind of rice noodle, and mix it with the delicious sauce that we making, and we make them to go together. That's why we call mee cook. But so I wasn't sure how can I call in English. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I'm going to start over here at the stove. I'm going to use 1 pound pork belly. I turn on the stove. It not have to be hot, and you just can add all the pork belly inside. The one with the more fat is the best. And then you're going to use a half cup of water. Just pour inside there. And now I have the high heat. I'm going to wait until the water getting boil and getting heat. Okay, and now the water starts getting a lot of boil. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Okay, just a pinch of salt to make the pork belly have a taste. So now I'm going to give them the mix. You just have to cook until all the water start getting reduced, and then the oil start come out from the pork belly. I will let you see when everything starts going. Now we cook the pork belly is about like 5 minutes, and you can see the water start getting reduced. Now we're going to cook the oil, so I'm going to turn on the heat to medium low, because if you keep it high, it's gonna be burn your pork belly before it gets crispy. And also this pork belly is the skin already removed. Okay, and then now our pork belly start getting dark brown, so start getting crispy. I'm going to remove them from the wok. It takes me about from the start 20 minutes, but from the water it start getting drier about 15 minutes. Now we're going to put in the strainer, and look at the pork belly. And then they reduce a lot, separate a lot of oil from the fat from the pork belly. As you can see, that is gonna be good. Okay, I'm going to set it on the side, and then we can go for the next step. Okay, and now in the same wok, and then I just remove all the oil. Only have a little bit extra. I'm going to put the 1 pound of Khao turkey. If you don't like Khao turkey, you can use Khao chicken, or you can use Khao pork, or you can change, totally up to you, or you can change the protein, totally up to you, or you can do seafood if you wanted to. Okay, and now I'm going to cook the Khao turkey. I put it on the high heat, and I'm going to mix them. If you're feeling them too dry, you can add a little bit of water. Okay, when your protein is halfway done, I'm just going to seasoning a little bit with the salt and pepper. Just a little bit of salt. Okay, and a little bit of pepper. You can use white pepper or black pepper. I didn't want a lot of very salty, or I just want to add a little bit the taste into the meat, so that just not just a plain meat. And of course in Thailand we didn't use Khao turkey. We use a Khao pork or Khao chicken or seafood or different protein, but we don't have a Khao turkey a lot in Thailand, of course, or turkey in Thailand, so we didn't use Khao turkey. But today this is what I have in the refrigerator, so I prefer the Khao turkey today. Okay, and now our Khao turkey is done. I'm going to turn off the heat, and I'm going to set the Khao turkey on the side, and I'm going to clean this wok a little bit before we go to the next step. This is all the pep. Right now I have my wok clean, and I'm going to add the oil from the pork belly. Sorry, cannot think of it. Okay, and I put them inside, and now I'm going to put the garlic inside. I use the 8 clove garlic. For the oil, it just depends how much you make them, because sometimes they depend how your pork belly have more fat or more meat. Alright, it don't have to be hot. I didn't want to put the garlic after I frying the pork belly, because I want to make sure I remove all the burnt pieces from the pork belly. That's why. So make sure your crispy garlic is turn out very nice. Now they have a bubble. I just going to have to. We just have to cook until you not see the bubble. That means your garlic it will be crispy. Okay, and now the garlic start getting a change of color to brown, and all the bubble almost gone. I'm going to turn off the heat now and set the garlic on the side, because the garlic still have the heat. They're going to cook more over here on the center. They're going to continue a little bit darker. Alright, so be careful about that. When they come to this point, they burn very easy. Okay, when I done frying our crispy garlic, now turn around and soak rice noodle. Okay, this is very thin rice noodle, like I already tell you from the beginning, and I'm going to soak them about 2 minutes. And also this is gonna be the brand that I'm using. Okay, so now we're going to soak the rice noodle for 2 minutes. Now my noodle is already 2 minutes, so I'm going to come over here and move my noodle and put them into the dry bowl, and the extra water inside the noodle is still be absorbed. So alright, so not over soak them, because it's gonna be mushy when you cook them, when you mix them with the sauce. Okay, sorry, it's go back and forth, but now we're going to come back to the stove. We're going to start making our sauce now. Alright, okay, over here I have the...
help.
Yeah, you can help. Over here I have a 4 tablespoons the brown sugar. I'm gonna put 4 tablespoons brown sugar in. Alright. Yeah, you can give mommy this one. Next I'm going to put the coconut sugar. I use 1 tablespoon coconut sugar. Okay, so I use them both sugar because I want the more smoky flavored and rich flavored from the coconut sugar. Okay, so I want kind of flavored and smell good, make your sauce it tasty. Okay. And I'm going to thin it up with the 3 tablespoons of water. Okay, next it's going to be the salt and chicken bouillon. Okay, salt and chicken bouillon. It's half teaspoon salt and half teaspoon chicken bouillon. And next it's going to be chili powder. It will 2 teaspoons chili powder, but for chili powder it's up to you. If you don't like spicy, just cut them off or just use them a little bit. Okay, next I'm going to use the 3 tablespoons the Golden Mountain soy sauce. Okay, I need 3, 2, and I know the baby want to help me so bad. Okay, 3 tablespoons. All right, and you can help mommy with the vinegar. You can help mommy. Okay, and next I'm gonna put 3 tablespoons the white vinegar. Okay, 1, 2. Yes, baby, you can help mommy. 3 tablespoons. Okay, next I'm going to put the 4 tablespoons the black soy sauce. It will help you with the flavor and also the color. So we need 4 tablespoons. Okay, and the last ingredient that before I'm gonna make the sauce is I'm going to put the 1 tablespoon of fish sauce. 1 tablespoon. Okay, and now all the salt and seasoning going, I'm going to give them the good mix. Okay, now I turn on the heat it to be medium low and mix, and then make sure all the sugar is dissolved. Okay, forget to tell you, when you make all the sauce you can just boil your water too, so when your sauce ready, so the water already boil at the same time. Okay, now we have our noodle already absorb the water, the cold water. Now I'm going to cook the noodle, but to cook the noodle don't remember don't to overcook them. We only need to cook them only 2 minutes. Okay, right now I'm going to have to set the time. Okay, and now it's already 2 minutes. I'm going to turn off the heat and quickly remove the noodle. Get the strainer ready. Okay, quickly. Okay, you not want to overcook the noodle. Okay, and then I'm just gonna remove extra water. Alright, and now I'm just going to put inside the big bowls over here. Alright, and now we can go to the front, and then I can show you how to mix everything together. Okay, and now everything be prepped and prepared. Now the noodles still hot and the sauce still hot. So I'm just going to pour the sauce on top of your noodle. Oh, what is And also don't forget to taste your sauce. Now I'm going to use the fork and to mix the noodle together. And this noodle, that's why I tell you not overcook them, because the noodles still going to be absorb all the sauce. Alright. Okay, now we're ready to put everything together. See, let's see the noodle. All the sauce, the noodle will absorb all the sauce. And next I'm going to put the crispy garlic, and you can put just on top or you can mix them together. I like to just put much you like and then mix them together. And I'm going to add a little bit of garlic oil, the bacon and garlic oil, just about like 2 teaspoons. Before the garlic is all up to you. Alright, and then I'm going to give this a good mix again. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this, how smell it. I even want more garlic. Okay, and now is that I'm just going to show you how I'm going to put in the plate. Sorry, I know I go back and forth so much, but I did how. Wow. To put the noodle inside the bowl and much that you like. Okay, and next we're going to add our protein. I'm going to add, totally up to you how much that you want to, put inside there, and then I have some tofu. I cook my tofu inside the air fryer, so put the tofu so it's crispy outside, and then the bacon, the crispy bacon that we make from the beginning. This is totally up to you. And then if you like more spicy, add more chili, but this is already spicy for me. Don't forget to taste your sauce. And also I add some cursed peanut on top of noodle, and cilantro and green onion, little bit up here, and pieces of lamb. That's it. That's how we're serving. I can't wait. In Thailand, sometimes they didn't put the tofu, sometimes they put the meatball, but it's totally up to you. For the protein, I already tell you from the beginning. So now I'm ready to try it. Okay, now we're ready to try our noodle. So I'm just going to squeeze the lamb on top of everything, and I'm going to give them a good mix. Okay, just give them a good mix. Okay. Okay, now. Oh, a lot of noodle. I know.
There you go.
It's good. Grab your tofu, grab your meat, grab your crispy bacon, and do them all the same bite together. I know for me in front of the camera, sometimes it's not easy, but it's so good. Oh, this is so good. Remind me a lot of the street food in Thailand. If you like the noodle, if you like the taste of Thailand food, please try this recipe and you will fall in love with this. And if you like the recipe, please don't forget to give me a thumb up, subscribe, and you will see me for the next recipe. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye. Thumb up.
Thumb up, yeah.